Welcome to World of Wrestling, coming to you from Rodrick Toombs Memorial Arena in sunny Glasgow. So the first thing we do is we introduce our characters a little bit, and then we're going to do the heat map questions. And then once I've got that heat map, I'm going to have a 5-minute break to try and come up with the card for the evening. And then we'll open with some promotional segments if anyone wants to do any, or straight into the match if no one's got anything to do first thing. So do we want to go from my left to right and introduce your characters just at a very high level? So Chris?
My character is Trevor LaRue. He's a gatekeeper. He's face. Well, for now anyway, so it's still hard to decide on that one. It's a French-Canadian that's trained as a bodyguard that was hired to protect whoever his employer is going to land to be. He has some wrestling background as well, just he did not think he was going to make it in any league, so he decided to take bodyguarding, worked a bit, and then got a chance, so he decided to take it.
Okay, great. And he's got black tights, like riot pants. So he does actually look like a riot guard kind of gimmick.
Yeah. Well,
So-
he is a bodyguard, so.
Yeah. G?
Hiya, I'm playing Son of Glendower. He's a Welshman using the foreigner gimmick. Very pro-Welsh independence and, more importantly, very anti-English.
Okay. And you've got a manager, haven't you?
Yes, I've got Gelbert the Grey, the druid Gelbert the Grey, who does all my talking for me, because I will not lower myself to speak the slave tongue.
I'm going to write that in one text.
I will not speak the language of the oppressor, of the tyrants. And so Gelbert does all the talking for Glendower.
Oh, that's texting. Lowell, a guest for the evening.
Yeah, so I'm the hooded luchador brother, and I'm here just a one-time American coming checking out the European scene. So they got me here doing this thing, brother. So I don't know. I heard there was a Welsh thing, and I don't know what that means. So I'm all set, man. Got it really going. All right.
I'm disappointed you're not wearing the mask, but otherwise.
I can't do it and wear the glasses, man.
And Rob.
Okay, so Zachary Thomas Morgan, or ZT Morgan, hails from Rumford, Maine. He looks like, if anybody's seen the TV show Supernatural, he looks like Sam Winchester, but with like more of a buzz cut hairstyle. And his outfit is pretty simple. He shows up in like shirt and jeans, like ensemble, and the shirt comes off when he starts fighting.
Lovely. We are expecting another wrestler, but he's disappeared at the moment, so maybe he'll come online a little bit later on. Okay, so now what we do is we create a heat map with each other. Now, does anyone have any questions about how heat works or what they're trying to do with heat? Do you want me to quickly go through that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea for especially for Rob's benefit, there's various things in there's three main things in this. There's momentum, there's heat, and there's audience. So momentum, you build up during the course of a session, and you can spend 1 momentum to add 1 to any dice roll, right? So you could spend 5 momentum to add 5 to any given dice roll if you've got that. So they're like a currency that you can use during the course of a session to pull off big finishes, for example, or avoid getting injured and that sort of thing. But at the end of the session, they all go away. So you want to try and spend them during the course of the session if you can. You gain heat between different wrestlers. Now, heat allows you is basically how the audience view your relationship. So you can have heat with each other because you get on really well or work together really well, like in a good tag team, or it can be that you get heat because you're feuding with each other. So normally heels and faces would create a feud. It would go back and forth. There'd be a couple of matches. Then the feud would probably resolve and you'd move on to another feud with someone else. The idea is to get your heat up to 4, and during the course of a match or before the match, if you are in a match and your heat gets to 4, you gain an audience. Your audience can go up to 4. Only one person at any given time can have an audience of 4. If you hit 4 during a session, you're basically top of the card, and you gain an experience point for that, or an advancement for that. You can also gain advancements for winning belts, or you gain an advancement if your audience drops to 0. However, if you end a session and your audience is 0, you're fired, unless you've got a particular move. Unless you've got a particular move which prevents you from being fired. Okay, so the idea with the heat maps is to kind of create those relationships, which will give you ideas for who to call out, who you might want to have a match with, and that sort of thing. So you have your questions on your sheet. If everyone's happy with their heel and face moves, you might want to add, for every person with an opposite role to you, you immediately gain 1 heat with them.
Can we stop and have Chester get introduced?
I missed that. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Thomas.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm such a quiet guy, you know. So I'm playing Thomas here. I got since Lowell does this in his, I'm going to show my Kurt Angle T-shirt. Okay, so it's a perfect use for it. I play Chester Talbot, which is a technical wrestler. He is a technical expert and a former amateur champion, so he is very well versed within the squared circle. He's dressed in a singlet, where half the singlet is the Union Jack and the other side is gold and white, and he is a kind of a goofy face because he is a foreigner trying to pose as a genuine Londoner. So let's see how that goes. I'm also gonna try to get in the angle of we have a money problem in the promotion, so I thought I'm gonna have Chester bring that up in the game also.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'd like to do it rotationally. So if Chris, you ask a heat question, and we'll just go along the row, and I won't miss you off this time, and then we'll just go do rounds that way.
I guess I should start with the big one, since it really depends on everything else for my character. Who am I allied with?
If no one takes it, it can be a non-player wrestler, particularly in this instance, I think.
Yes, I would gain +3 heat with if it's a non-player wrestler.
So should we make that Big Buddy then, as we've sort of talked about?
It works for me, so.
Yeah, top of the card, straight there.
So Big Buddy's like a large, probably slightly out of shape take on a classic British wrestler.
Is he a father by any chance?
Sorry?
Is he a father by any chance?
Is he a?
Father, is he a daddy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe his chant's Simple or something like that. So he's kind of rules the roost a little bit and maybe a bit too long. So he represents kind of the old guard in the promotion. So yeah, if you want to stick him down as your
I already did.
excellent. So son of Glendower.
Well, I'll go with the main one. Who knows more about my homeland than I do? I see some wide eyes there.
Your homeland is Welsh?
Yes, Wales.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything.
This is why I asked initially if we were using alternative heat questions.
Do you want to make it a non-player wrestler as well, or do you want to pick a different question?
Let's try a different question then.
I have got some questions. If you want me to drop them into the...
Yeah, if you could, please.
I'll just do that. Does somebody want to carry on while I do that quickly? Hooded Luchador.
I don't actually have any heat questions, man. That's got a little sheet,
okay.
man. No questions.
Fine, easy. Where have I put them? Here we are. So ZT.
Okay, so my first question is, who was my tag team partner before they made it big?
I think Talbot should be have been in the tag team scene earlier. So I'll take that.
Okay.
I'm just dropping them in the show roster.
Okay.
Okay, they're all in there now.
So, Robert, you're a face or a heel?
I'm a face.
I've got a remarkable number of faces. It's just unheard of. So
We have what, the Hooded Luchador and Son that's not face?
yeah, I'm not.
Oh, no, I like that.
I'm the face guy that gets down, so everybody's like, ooh, at the heel. I'm assuming that's how it works.
Yeah, so yeah, everyone just boo at the heel. Rob, because somebody's answered the question, you gain a heat with that person, just to clarify. Yep. Okay, and I've got to get all the names right. So Chester.
Yes, I'll bring up my heat sheet. One moment.
Sorry about that.
What? I got too many windows open. Sorry, guys. I had it, and now I lost it.
You're not the only one that has too many windows.
Yeah. Yeah, so who's jealous of my skills? Because I'm a fine technical wrestler, you know. So who's jealous of my skills?
Oh, I'll go with that.
I think that would be me, because you made it big while I'm still a jobber.
Okay. Okay.
So, Robert, you took that one. Yeah. So
yeah.
So
yep.
CT Morgan and Chester has 2 heat.
So I get heat for that as well?
No, only one of you do.
Yeah, only the person that only the person whose question it is gets heat with the person who says accepts the question, basically. Okay, so Son of Glendower, then have you picked one?
I can't find them. Where did you say you dropped them?
If you go right to the end, the last tag in show roster.
Okay. I was looking at the other side.
I don't know why that one's in bold.
I've got it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Who have you been trying to avoid working with?
Yeah, that should be me because of my experience and that. I think we and also maybe because I'm trying to keep a face profile and I'm gonna risk becoming a kind of like a heel if I face up to you and start whining about you shouldn't be a separatist and you should be a union, you know.
It's an inevitable feud, though, right? So.
Oh yes, definitely. It's money in the bank right there.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay, so Trevor.
Who have I had to put in their place most recently?
In front of the camera or behind?
You can decide that yourselves.
I think me, definitely. I've been really ripping into Big Buddy on some of the recent shows. I've been showing up at ringside, and literally, you've been meeting me at the entrance ramp, and there's been a big face-off while the matches have been going, and
you might be the reason I debuted. You're probably the reason I debuted.
Well, yeah. Well, the only true champion is a Celtic champion. The only true person to wear that gold should be the true Prince of Wales. So yes, very much so.
All right.
Okay. Right, so it's sort of on screen, but is there a bit of tension off screen as well, or?
Oh no, I'm a total teddy bear behind.
Oh, okay.
And my character, as long as you follow the directions, I'm fine with. Yeah, I'll screen. So.
Cool. Okay, so it's back to you again, Son, for short.
Okay. Who did I first throw through a symbol of my homeland to establish my character?
What was that?
You guys able to hear me okay? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did I first throw through a symbol of my homeland to establish my character?
Oh, like a giant papier-mâché dragon or something.
I mean,
I'm thinking a giant leek or a daffodil or something like that.
I mean, it could be me. When you tried to interfere with Bundy, you probably threw me through it.
Yeah,
would probably work easily there.
Yeah, that's good with me. Okay. So was this at the Cardiff show then, or?
Yeah, probably. I don't know whether we've graduated onto Cardiff yet.
Okay, this was probably one of the little valley mining towns then.
Yeah.
We got our,
Anglesey Sports Arena.
Well, I'm sure there's a Butlin somewhere in Wales.
Okay, so Rob, ZT or Z? It would be ZT, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or ZT. If you're American, yeah.
So who can't remember who I am?
I mean, I'll take it if no one else does, because I'm not exactly the best in memory with names, so it would work for me.
Sorry, who's that? Because I can't.
It's Trevor LaRue.
I think the language barrier may play something into that.
Yeah. Like, it's nothing personal. It's mostly just I have so much in my mind starting in this company and everything that I have too many faces to try to remember, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, and Chester.
Yes, I want to know which one of you guys is trying to make me more entertaining. Who wants to teach me to be more of an entertainer?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, I'm all about the business. So storylines are important. Wrestling's good, but you really have to actually keep the fans engaged.
Yeah.
You're 100% right on that. I mean, my character's not better than yours on that department, so I can't say me for sure on that one.
Okay, so it's so everyone should have 3 each, right? Is that right? Yeah. So I think it's 1 more each, isn't it? Or has everyone done 3?
I've only got 2.
Yeah. So I
2.
think,
Yeah, I
So-
got 2.
yeah. So 1 more each. Then yeah. So Trevor.
Who is my best buddy backstage?
Well, given that we're working a show together, we've been working a program together. We could be getting on, and it could all be
Part of a
animosity in front of camera and just best buds backstage.
Works with me. I mean, again, I don't take anything personal that happens in the ring, so my character could easily be friends with you outside the ring.
okay.
It's a whole thing of actually trying to avoid breaking kayfabe then when we're seen hanging out and
Drinking beer.
yeah, or brains beer. We really need to get a sponsor for the show.
Okay. Sun. SGD.
Who would get the biggest boost by beating me?
I think I'll take that. I like that idea.
I thought that was going to be coming. There we go.
Okay. Well, the heat is racking up here. Yeah. So ZT.
All right. So I've got 2 questions left. So you just ask one of them, or
You just normally do. You just normally work your way down the list. So,
Yeah.
but
So-
if one particularly grabs you, then that's fine.
Who refuses to work with me? Question if that's too difficult.
I'll take that actually.
Yeah. You've just ruined my
Sorry. I think that you've been a part of many squash matches, and the only way that they could play out with my character as it is either a underdog story or a complete and utter squash, and I refuse to see you put through that.
Okay, so you've just been pounding on him lately, and you just think it would be really boring to do any more of it.
Not only really boring, I think it does absolutely nothing for the character. It's all about the story. I'm a consummate professional, and we really need to engage the fans rather than just doing repetitive things over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Okay, I got it. And last one, Chester.
Who was holding me back as my tag team partner?
Well, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
CT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I got 3 points here.
You got 3 for the, and you've got 2 for Son of Glendower, but you've also got +1 because he's a heel, right? Is that right?
I thought I had 1 + 1.
He's trying to make you more of an entertainer.
Yeah.
Oh, and you've got 2 with Chester. Then is that right?
With this,
Okay. I've got the narrative bits on the heat map, so that's
So I get +1 with Son of Gondor because we're opposite.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me have a quick look at the heat on the sheet. The heat on the sheet.
anything about what do you call fans? You know,
Audience?
Audience, yeah.
audience. Yeah. Okay. So in a promo, I know that some wrestlers they say peeps or they say I don't know revolutionaries you used in your yeah.
So if you've got a group of people you want to nod to or whatever, you've got some fans that you want to make up, then that's fine. You can refer to them as whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about the branding of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're prime minister, then you probably got a constituency, right? Is that how it works, right?
The
Constituency or like voters, right?
yeah, my voters. Yeah, my
Yeah, that you got your voters block going on there. Sounds good, brother.
excellent. Thanks.
Well,
Just,
given that you had Blair rights when Blair was Prime Minister and Cameron rights, we have Chester rights.
That's right.
so
Well, that's
Chester,
neutered.
Chester, Chester, have you filled in your heat on your sheet? Because it's not, I can't see it.
Oh, I'm right. I'm using a pencil. Sorry, man.
Yeah. So can you just stick it in the sheet?
He went old school on you, right there.
Yeah.
Pencil.
If you just stick it up to the screen when I need it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that. One moment. Wrestler sheet. I'm there.
Right.
Sorry, my dog is being funny right now.
Okay, so I'm just going to drop off and grab a drink and come up with the card for the evening. And then, so give me like 5 minutes. And then I'll be back on if that's all right.
It's updated now, so.
Perfect, thank you.
Son, how do you have 3 heat with me and Chester?
Because I start with 1 on each of you because you're.
Yes, but you only get 4 questions, not others.
Have I miscounted then?
Because you would only have +3, not +4.
Okay, that I miscounted then. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just thought I would correct you before it's too late, basically, type deal.
Thanks. Sorry, for some reason I think I had Chester down starting at 2.
Maybe
quite know why.
I'm not sure.
Okay, well that's easy enough sorted.
I know
Yeah.
I have 3 heat with you and 3 heat with Big Bundy. That's the only wrestlers I have any heat with.
Well, don't worry. Heat can be quite easy to gain. If you want to get your audience up, you only need to gain 1 heat, which is good. It means you don't have to necessarily win the match to increase your audience.
Yeah, let's just hope my rolls are better than every time I play any type of tabletop game.
I'm exactly the same. My dice do not like me.
I rolled 22 natural ones in a row in D&D.
Okay, you win.
My DM was like, how in the world? And maybe roll a D100 and I got another 1.
Yeah, this is me every Monday night. So
Like, I made my DM almost swear because he never swears, and after that he nearly did it when we took a calculator to calculate what was the percentage chance. Because it made no sense it was even possible. It's just hilarious.
One of the nice things about using the 2 dice roll system for this is it tends to even out a lot more. You don't tend to get as much, what's the word I'm looking for? Deviation from the mean as much.
Well, it's also 2d6s, and the average technically passes in most situations, so
Yes.
that does help. Hopefully, it will succeed.
So, what have you guys planning for movesets? Do you have moveset in mind already? I know we've talked about finishers, but
Well, I'm pretty sure my moveset's going to be similar to Chester in the sense it's going to be a lot technical.
okay.
I mean, we're both high on work, actually. I looked at the stats. Me and him are both at 2 work.
Now, that's good. It allows you to do a lot more freedom when you're describing your moves.
And I only have one bad stat, which, because of my ability, kind of cancels it out too. It's real. And because of my ability, I use my work instead of real when I work stiff.
Let's not go working stiff.
It's like, okay, that works.
No, with me, I've very much gone for the power build. So
Okay, yeah.
nothing
Well,
else.
I find most, unless they're really technical, they're literally strength. It's one or the other normally with foreigners, which makes them always interesting to watch when they're against somebody that's complete opposite to them, because you're wondering what type of match it's going to be.
Well,
Unfortunately, most of the time it lands to be kind of bad, but it can be really good at the same time.
Well, I did consider just going for 3 power and having work as 0, but I thought that was a little bit OTT. Besides which, one of the traditions with British wrestling is a lot of it is chain wrestling to start matches. So it tends to be lots of grapples and counters.
Yeah,
so it
it's a lot of
sense.
it's a lot of technical. Same with Canada's wrestling. Actually, most Canadian promotion was always technical.
It's one of the things that really bugged me when I went out. I spent a few months. Well, I spent a while in Quebec when I was out there at Levy over the St. Lawrence, and the only wrestling I got to see was the film Ready to Rumble in French. Now I don't speak French.
Watching French, I watched Raw in French once. I could not endure it. And I'm French.
It was dubbed.
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
it was not endurable at all.
No.
We had back in when WCW was a thing, Monday Night Wars. We had some Swedish commentaries who were actually one of the Swedish weightlifters. Who they lift these
World's Strongest Man competitions, or
no, in the Olympics, these
okay,
those ones. I don't know what it's called, but and he owns a bar now then, and he's a good talker, and he was like talking about Macho Man, like he was a high cleaning lady who'd been at like Black Friday in some weird what is it called? Comedic articles sale, the way he was moving around and the way he was dressed in all those colors and all that.
I mean, I didn't watch much WCW. I maybe watched 2 shows. I was always WW, F back then, more than anything else. One, I knew one of the professional wrestlers in real life, which was Kurgan. He actually lives in my region still. And after a while, during Ruthless Aggression, I also watched Rene Dupree, which is actually from this region as well.
Oh, yeah.
And he actually dated my cousin for a short period of time, so it was kind of weird seeing him on TV.
We had in WCW, Frank Andersson won a world champion in the Greco-Roman wrestling from late 70s. He was like a couple of episodes on Nitro before he was kicked out, I think. he was trained by Animal in the Road Warriors.
Nice.
So when I saw Kurt Angle, I was like, no, this isn't the first real wrestler that has been involved in the pro wrestling scene, you know.
But he was the first one in WWE, I believe, though.
Could be. Yeah, could be. Yeah, Frank Andersson wasn't there, and I don't know enough wrestling history for that. Lol, you know.
Well, I know a lot of lore, but it's,
No, not.
it's how much of it is true.
Right, are we ready? So let's start the show. I just wanted to see if anyone had any ideas for promos or vignettes, but obviously on a discount because the promotion's not got a lot of money. So it's build your own props or interviews or anything they want to do before the match. So we've got Chester versus ZT to start the match on the top of the card, or bottom of the card rather.
Yeah, of course I want to try to do a promo.
Okay, fire away.
Okay, so I guess we got a shot of like a guy coming on a bike along this dirt road, and he stops at the camera, and of course it's Chester, and he looks up at the camera and says, guys, is it far to Glasgow? I've been like swimming. I've been hitchhiking. I've been, I had to. Is it Dixon? Is that his name? The owner of Gauntlet League.
Barry Dixon.
Yeah, Barry Dixon. He wanted me for this for this episode, but couldn't get me a proper funding, so I had to get here on my own. I mean, I'm on an old marine bike here, you know. So I guess at least I'll be warmed up for the show.
Are you talking to some locals or something, or are you talking to the camera?
Yeah, I'm speaking to the camera and straight in, and then I guess it cuts to when I'm in the stadium, and so I'm looking around, and now I'm here. It was a long ride. It was a long way here, but now I'm here, and now we're gonna give you a good show. I was also, and I kind of look around, and I see this that I've been. What's the interviewer's name? This lady.
Well, Kent Walton normally does the interviews. Delia is normally is effectively the creative that does the bookings.
Yeah, so she comes up and asks me, so what are your plans for CT? I know you have a history. What are my plans? It's the same plan as always. I don't care if you're Scottish or if you're Welsh or if you're whatever. When I get you down on that mat, on your back, it is 1, 2, 3, and it's the excellence plex, and it's Talbot for the win. So.
Okay, and he's like, you mentioned Welsh. What are you suggesting? Are you suggesting some further problems with some of the members on the roster?
Yeah, I think we got some attitude problems here. Some kind of elitistic crap going on. We should be uniting and not Brexiting or Welsh exiting, you know.
Okay, Cool. And he's like, he sort of looks at the camera all sort of nervously and like tries to build up the excitement a bit. Do you want to roll? Well, because you've called somebody out, you're cutting a promo. So roll look.
Yeah. Rolling. Oh yeah.
What was it? Sorry, I couldn't actually see it because my header thing's on it. What's it?
Yeah. Okay. So it's
11.
So I got a -1, so it's a 10.
Nice.
So,
So you connect with the audience and gain 1 momentum and pick 1 from the 7 to 9 list.
and this is basic moves, right?
Yeah. So if you go into basic moves, you can see it there. Yeah. So the audience respond, who are kind of filing in from the bar. A lot of them. They're fairly beard up in Glasgow. They're like, "Whoa, fight, fight, fight," like that. About when you mention like the Welsh contingent.
Yeah. So I get 1 momentum, and I'm gonna have creative book me against the sun also.
Okay. Okay. What you want in this particular session? You can do. It's up to you.
Let's do a 3-way match.
Okay, so you're just calling him right now to have a 3-way match.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you join us, you Welsh exitor? Sorry about that.
Delia, like, and they're all like, "Yeah, fight, fight, way!" like that, and Delia.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, so Delia kind of looks at you and goes, and like sort of nods at you to get you to, and sort of nudges you into camera.
The crowd's part as 2 figures walk forward. One of them is dressed in white robes, white head robe on as well, carrying a staff, little gold medallion around his neck, and there's this big bulking guy in a red Welsh rugby shirt standing just behind him. "Did I just hear you right, boyo?" says the druid. "Did you just say what I think you said? You do not know the truth of what it is. Brexit. England is insular. England had tried to dominate the world, and when they don't get their way, they run away. Wales is all about a union, but a union of sovereign nations, not a union of little boys who want to take their toys back now that they're no longer in charge. But let me show you something. You want to fight tonight? You want to fight? We will give you a fight. We will give you exactly what you want. But don't cry and try and run away with your toys when it's not what you asked for."
Lovely.
And I get a -1 to the roll because I'm trying to remember what the actual stats are. My luck. So
Yeah.
There we go. And that didn't go well.
Yeah, they're surprisingly for a Scottish crowd, they're a bit like, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" So that's a bot, right?
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
is the bot on Cut a Promo?
I'm going to quickly check that actually. I have to make a hard move actually, which I haven't actually got written down. So let's just say you lose a momentum.
Okay.
Just to not be mean at the start. Okay, and some people are sort of pushing you towards the ring. ZT, do you want to do any promos? Or you're just going to start in ring?
I think ZT is already in the ring, and he's sort of looking at his wrist, as if he's looking at a watch, like you know, what's taking him so long. You know,
You're just
yeah.
looking a bit sort of like out there and exposed, waiting for everyone to stop doing their
yeah.
showboating. Okay, so Sonic Lindau, are you just going to climb into the ring, or?
No, all these people are pushing me.
Mm.
I'm literally just going to turn around and go, right, you, back, and just force them all back in a big basically push them all down. Pure feat of strength, basically just to knock them all to the floor.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So you push a load of them over, and I think that's some cheap heat right there. So you've regained your momentum as they all kind of collapse, and they're all like, "Ooh!" And there's some empty beer glasses kind of ping off your massive frame.
And make my way to the ring.
All right. Nice. So does your druid? Does he sort of stand around, or does he disappear and just reappear again? Or
he basically nothing magical about this. We don't have the effects budget for a start.
No.
So he basically nods and looks at the people that have been knocked to the ground,
mm-hmm.
and the prince goes where the prince wants, and basically turns and walks around with Linda to go to the ring.
Nice. So Chester, you've got an entrance.
Yeah. So it's you should think. Do you know the Heart of Courage song from that has been used a lot in the Olympics and that stuff? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of starts out with the classical instruments, but then it becomes more metal, and Chester comes out in his wrestling gear and basically does something like that, and tries to incite the crowd, walk down the stairs, and I think he stops at a hooded at a guy with a hood and a luchador mask, and he brings up a phone and takes a selfie with that guy.
Yeah, there's like a raw. You can get cheap heat for that. That's fine.
I think when Chester makes his entrance, ZT like sort of straightens up because he's been sort of like leaning back in the ropes and just waiting for things to get on the way. But when Chester comes in, he straightens up and he's like staring, intently at Chester, daggers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's personal.
Mm-hmm.
And after the selfie, I lock with CT. The gaze, and I kind of like start fixing my elbow pads and try to get the crowd to shout, to start popping a bit more, maybe.
Yeah, so you've got real heat with both guys, right? And they're very excited to see what you're going to do about it.
Yeah, and hopefully I get Talbot's gonna kill you chant. Yeah, I tried.
Is that one of his favorite pieces of chanting? Is it?
No, maybe one of them at least. It's more. Maybe it suits a power guy more than a technician, but still.
Okay, lovely.
And then I guess I get in, and there's a stare down. I think it's a Mexican standoff in the ring, right, between CT and the son of Glenda. Oh,
yeah,
the son.
Okay, well. And as you guys are staring at each other, the stadium goes dark.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say Chester's going to start with control of the match.
Oh, don't I get to do my entrance?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were already in the ring. Are you going to do some...
No, I had to hit. No, stadium goes... Well, given that a certain wrestler has one of my favorite entrances, bar the Undertaker's, stadium goes dark. All the fans in the crowd start holding up their phones with the lights on, and you see little dots of light all around the place, like the night sky. So one group of fans hold up their phones, and instead of actually white lights. It's red light coming out of it. They're holding their screens up.
Yeah.
So there's like a red star in the sky. And then my music hits. One of the recurring thing about the gimmick is I keep on referencing the burning star, which is a throwback to the real Glendir.
Right.
So, and yeah, Welsh rock hits, and I start making my way down to the ring.
Okay, nice.
I'm carrying something in my hands. It looks to be the crossbar from a motorcycle.
Okay. So, yeah.
What? What did you bring?
The crossbar from a motorbike.
Your motorbike. He's implying he smashed your motorbike up.
Okay, so and I start kicking the ropes and selling that.
Are you doing super? I don't suppose it is something specifically representing this country.
No, unfortunately, unless it's something like a Triumph motorbike or something with a big Union Jack or a flag of St. George on it, I don't think I could get away with that.
No, or just ripping up roses.
Yeah, literally, if I had the camera time, I'd be smashing it on screen. But
yeah, you've been sort of pushed in too early, haven't you? You're gonna have to wing it a bit. Okay. All right. You get in the ring. And the bell dings, and we're away.
Okay.
Question: am I supposed to be the announcer or?
Yeah. So I guess you or the hooded luchador can be the announcer.
I mean, I'm thinking my character could actually be announcing this match because of Sun is involved, and Buddy and Sun don't get along. I don't get along with Sun either, so it would just work out, I think.
Why not 2 announcers?
Good work too, and don't mind.
Up to you, man. We can do it that way. I'll sit next to you. It's all good.
Anything
No
works.
worries. I love being here in Ireland. Got the Blarney Stone, St. Paddy's Day coming up. All excited. All right, let's get this going.
I was going to say, you can announce this game, Chief Heat, because I think that's one bit.
I will. Don't worry about that.
I think the funniest part is the 2 announcers are outsiders from the country completely.
Hey,
Yes.
you know you're muted, Mr. Creative, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've just realised. Yeah.
I want to tell you. Might not known it.
Okay, so the bell goes. Chester, over to you. So, does everyone know how wrestling works? Rob, do you want me to just quickly go through it with you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so you basically one person has control, and they have control of the wrestling narration. What that means is they're by and large, or it tends to be that they're narrating their character kind of being in control of the match, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. They can narrate them taking a beating, but when a wrestling move occurs, we determine which type of wrestling move it is, whether it's flashy, whether it's a proper wrestling move, whether it's a kind of proper physical fight move, or it's kind of a power move, like you're lifting them up by the throat, or a power bomb or something, or it's a kind of well-constructed move that you've kind of worked on together. That determines which of your attributes you roll on, whether it's look, work, which is pure wrestling, power, or heat, or real if it's proper violence, basically. And then you roll, and then you determine the result. That may mean that the control switches to somebody else. You can also spend momentum at any point during the narration to interrupt and take control, narrative control, if you want to do that. Any of the players can do that.
Okay, so I just want to ask: when I start narrating, I'm going to try to. is there something special I should think about with any of the CT or Glendare? Like, or Glendare, are you proper heel? You know, like roll out to the ring directly, or you know?
I'm very much a heel, but I'm a heel who thinks he's a face.
Ah, okay. So you're.
I think that I'm fighting for the true right thing, but what I'm really doing is just being horrible to everyone.
The hooded luchador has a move to roll here.
Yeah. So when I make my surprise appearance, like I just did, here, I get to roll with a look on that. Let's roll with +2. Okay. How about that? That's a 9. So let's see. I can give somebody a momentum, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give it to my fellow announcer because, we and we're going to yell back and forth, So my announcer buddy, I'll give him momentum.
Nice.
How does that sound?
Sounds great to me.
Okay, brother.
Okay, and so the bell rings, and I see this part of the motorcycle, and I'm like, "What are you doing with that? Move that away from the ring!" And I'm shouting about that, and then CT attacks, and Talbot gets a round of really nasty knife chops that sound through the stadium, and I sell them like nothing else. And after that, they lock up in classic wrestling fashion, and CT gets in an armbar, and they trade those arm bars until CT gets an arm drag and is down on the mat, and then I attack Glendare with I do a double leg takedown on him, and basically do this Greco-Roman style insulting on his back with the elbows and all that stuff. So
okay. So you think it's kind of it's proper wrestling kind of move then?
Yeah.
So you're working both of them at the same time, kind of thing. Okay, you can roll now unless you want to narrate any more.
No, I'm gonna roll now.
Okay, great. So roll with work.
Wow.
Oh my.
That pops. That really pops.
Wow.
Oh man, look at that go! Holy cup, holy!
That's 13.
So wrestling.
He must be really, really PO'd that he lost his ride home.
That's what you risk when you do anything destructive to somebody else's property. You're gonna get either your ass kicked or something. And
come on, it's such a heel move, though.
Not saying the opposite on that department. I just need to do my job.
So you retain control, and you can pick either gain 2 momentum or +1 heat with your opponent, which I guess could be either of them, depending on how you feel the move is going. I guess you also get a massive cheer as you you flying kick the son of Gindauer.
I'm gonna get 1 heat with the son of Gindauer.
Okay.
I'm gonna note that down in these Excel sheets. It's killing me.
Death by Excel.
And after that, it's gonna be. So I keep control. Yes.
Yeah. So how does is Son of Glendower just like on the floor, or how's it looking right now?
Yeah, and we're basically working, wrestling moves and doing counters and stuff. And I think CT is going up to the on the turnbuckle to be able to jump and get us both with a big splash or something.
Yeah.
Sound good? Yeah.
So I think if he does the splash, then you can just narrate. You just narrate that, right? And then it depends on whether you're doing, and then you can narrate how it. Yeah.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, you can interrupt. Yeah.
I'm going to spend the momentum to interrupt. Gilbert points to the corner. I catch his eye. I turn round. Just as CT comes off the corner, I catch him. Stand there looking for a second, and I literally throw him back over my shoulder onto Chester.
Okay, so you're put your opponent or yourself in legitimate risk by using physical strength.
Yes.
All right. So roll with power.
Oh, crying out loud.
So I'm gonna put him over.
Okay.
I'm like, oh man, I've seen that. That's a movement in America. So we're like seeing that, but I got a Welsh guy doing it. So it's pretty sweet seeing them lift him up there. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. So so it's a bit wobbly, but you've got him. You throw him against Chester, and you can retain control and transition to your next sequence, or give your opponent control and gain a momentum.
Okay. I will gain the momentum back and give control to CT, as he's literally just been thrown at Chester.
Okay, cool. You're muted.
All right, so ZT's gonna roll with the throw, and elbow tackle. Names.
I'll share a sheet actually with you, Rob, with some wrestling moves on it, so you can pluck them out. If you can just wing it for a second.
Rolls with the throwing, elbow tackles Chester, and to the ground, and like gets him in a arm hold, sleeper hold sort of thing. But Chester, I guess, can breaks the hold. I think it's how you tap out. No, you tap out to submit. So
Right.
How about I actually kick you while you're both on the ground to break that mold? It's a very heel thing to do.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Makes complete sense too.
Right in the potatoes.
Yeah.
So, and I get angry at you because this is personal. So, swipe at you.
Okay.
Take your feet out from under you, and but that gives because I'm distracted, Chester gets free of the hold. And I guess.
So do you want to do a move there? Do you want to do a wrestling move to get him into the submission hold, and just roll at that point?
Sure.
So I'm guessing that's work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got +1 work.
Yeah.
Dice roll.
I've got a drink down somewhere.
That's 8 + 1, 9.
Okay, so you can retain control and transition to the next sequence, or give your opponent control and gain a momentum.
I'll give the opponent control and gain momentum.
Okay, cool.
Trevor, it looks like they're just passing the thing around here like they're passing the ball, huh?
Well, that's what you get when you have a dirty wrestler and 2 clean ones, and Well, for some reason, it seems like the CT is more concentrated on trying to destroy Chester.
Oh yeah, seems like they might have history here, brother.
I don't know. I haven't been here for too long, so I know they have history, but I don't know how deep, and it looks more deep than I thought.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the sheet. It has it written down here.
Roll breaking kayfabe. Okay, so who are you giving control to? You've got Chester in a hold, right? So Son of Glendower is free to. So that probably makes
I'll
sense.
give it to Son of Glendower.
Okay, which hold are you guys in? What can you describe the hold? I missed it.
Just see that sheet.
No, just describe physically how you're actually. Oh, sorry. Listen.
Where is it? Yeah, it's just like, one of the, you hold the, the arm and the neck at the same time, sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like a crossface?
Yeah.
Chicken? Yeah, okay.
I thought it was more like a guillotine the way he wanted, but it could be a crossface as well.
Well, I'm just... Okay. So I will come up behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wrap my arms around both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll belly to back suplex both of them at the same time.
Okay. I don't know whether that... Do you think that's a power move or a wrestling move? To do both at the same time? It's up to you.
I think it's very much a power move to be able to lift both of them in one go.
Okay, yep. This could go well, or it could go
horribly wrong.
That's a 10. Oh, sorry.
If you press clear, it'll clear the existing dice.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 7, but do you want me to roll again?
No, if you got 7, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fine. Just so you don't get a screen full of dice. I'm just letting you know for future.
No worries. So I'll spend the momentum as well to make it a 10.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you just describe how it looks.
Okay, so I lift both of them in the air and bang! There's a huge impact that shakes the ring as they both come down together.
Okay, there's a massive roar. Yeah. They're like, I don't know, maybe there's like a Welsh contingent at the back, and they're maybe singing some classic Welsh song.
That comes on, or
yeah, you'll have to guide me with I'll have to look up some classic Welsh songs.
Trevor, are they actually singing? Because I can't tell what that sound is that they're making.
You're asking the wrong person to know what's going on.
Okay.
I'll gain 2 momentum there.
You're going to gain 2 momentum. Okay, great.
And, okay, so while they're on the ground, I'm basically going to roll Chester out of the ring, and out. I'm going to slip down next to him, and we're literally going to be trading blows and blows and blows.
Yeah.
I'm going to Irish whip him into the corner turnbuckle off on the outside, and literally over there pounding on him, really trying to lay in. He's had a shine. Now it's time to actually make him pay. And so handle back the head, bang into the corner turnbuckle. Grab him by the throat, hands round, and I'm literally going to pick him up, one-handed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to choke slam him through the English announcer's table for a heel move.
Nice. So you're going to spend the 2 momentum to do a heel move, right?
I'm specifically doing the English announcement table, so I'd like to spend 1 momentum to do that if I can, please.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that, yeah.
And I'll gain 1 heat with him.
Okay, nice.
My beer! Jeez! Watch where you throw that guy!
What does he think he's doing? This is not a no disqualification match. It's not false count anywhere. What is he doing?
Yeah, I think you're getting the count, right? The ref's starting to count.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that you are booked to win it, Son of Glendower.
Okay. Well, I'm okay. That's fine.
Did I just go through an announce table?
Yes.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah, you're right at our feet of me and the Mass Luchador.
So
yeah,
just
actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run in because he just almost knocked my beer over. So I'm gonna try to interrupt him. I'm gonna grab a chair and I'm gonna put it over son of Glenhouse right now, man. I'm gonna do run in.
Okay, let's do a run in.
Okay, man.
Have you got an extra move for run-ins?
No,
Just gonna go for
just
it.
got a beer in my hand. Okay. Rolling with a +1. That's an 8.
8, right?
I get to choose in this case, isn't it?
Yeah, when you
Yeah,
interrupt a match
you
in
pick
progress,
one.
yeah, you get to pick one. So you gain a momentum and you get to pick one. So you just pick up a chair and smack him around the back of the head.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll actually change. I'll change the. Hold on, I'm just trying to find it on my sheet for running. I'm going to change it so that the jobber actually wins the match when we're both Chester and I are counted out.
Okay, so you attack them in the ring. The opponent gets DQ'd. They win the match. Your interference doesn't change the result. So it's the you attack them in the ring, resulting in the opponent getting DQ'd, right? So
Well, yes, in this case, because it's a three-way match, there's no
There's no
things like that.
disqualifications.
So
okay.
What I'm going to say is
Yeah, I
that
screwed up.
Chester and I are actually outside the ring,
Yeah.
and we both get counted out as a result.
Okay.
And the jobber gets the match.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you're sort of like, and the ref just counts you out. You're like, out of there, and lifts ZT's arms up, and he's probably looking a bit like, what?
So how does this son of Glendair react to getting a share smashed?
He basically he hears someone coming around. He turns, he looks. He's got this big fuzzy hair, so he turns with him, and bang, chair comes down, and he literally planks. And
yeah, big cheers from the crowd. Chester's sort of all like still trying to get up from the table, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just gonna be saying, "Oh my god, he just nailed! What the hell's going on? He just got nailed by a chair by my announce person here. What the hell's going on here?"
I'm from America. You don't mess with my beer. It's a little warm too.
Drinking English beer.
Yeah.
And I'm between breaking kayfabe and not breaking kayfabe because I don't like people going off script right now. So it's like,
there's a lot of confusion, especially from ZT.
Is this actually off script though?
Yeah, it's
interference.
No, it was definitely all part of the plan. So
okay, so
just went perfectly. Went perfectly, of course. It's exactly how I intended it to be booked.
Okay.
So does the actual jobber get to roll his finishing move then, or?
But the thing is, my finisher move assumes I lose.
Yes.
Plus, he didn't really do it. He won through a DQ, which kind of fits the whole gimmick a bit. Like, just won by kind of default shenanigans. So anyone with a heat of 4 with somebody in that match gets an audience.
Okay. Match technically isn't over because I'd like to stand in a pull apart brawl between myself and Chester.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you're gonna carry it on a bit, even though
basically, back and forth, and so literally the security comes down and starts trying to
separate you. Yeah, and you get kind of dragged away.
There's insults shouted between each other. Only problem is the ones coming from Glendair, no one understands because they're in Welsh, obviously.
Gaelic.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So when we do this, can I? yeah, I really wanna make this, kind of a heated thing
Yeah.
here.
So you can grab the mic and kind of call him out, cut a promo to set up another match or gain some heat for future matches. Or
This may be a perfect opportunity to use the actual babyface move as well.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, so when we have all this trading of blows and grips and I guess beer cans flying and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I find myself at the off to the side as the security is taking away Glyn there, and I got a mic.
Yeah.
And
off the broken announcer's table.
Yeah, I guess. and I say, so this is the kind of stuff you can expect from this so-called prince from I don't know where he's from, but now I want you back in a match. I want you to face me tonight. And I'm gonna get you get the I don't know. Remember what the general manager is gonna hear about this, and I will have my match, and I will destroy you.
Okay, are you good? Are you making a face move? If you do that, you spend 2 momentum, and you can make the creative book you in another match.
Oh yeah.
Or gain a heat with them, or
yeah, I you know what? If I get one more heat, according to my calculations, I get heat 4.
Yeah, I can still consider it in the match at the moment. Yeah. So yeah. Good
so
call.
then I think that's the most gamest thing to do, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I think that's part of the game, is to play the game.
So I do that, and the heat climbs to 4, and I get +1 audience.
Yeah.
Smart.
Anyone else? As you're being dragged away, son of Glendower, ZT, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to grab your towel and kind of slide out the back like you normally do? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave in disgust.
Okay, as I get dragged outside, I'm literally going to be waiting in the gorilla position behind the curtains for ZT to come through. And as soon as ZT's through the curtains, when there's no cameras on us,
yeah.
There you go, boyo. I told you we'd get you over. Congrats.
You didn't have to do that.
What? This is the first of many things. I mean, you can't expect to just come in hot all the time. You've got to build it up. I see this going really on and getting hound, back. So we back around the corner as Chester comes through the curtain as well. And well, that went well, I thought.
Yeah, that was really good. That table was prepped really good. That was an okay bump. Thanks.
I was really worried about you for a moment there. Looked particularly nasty. I thought they hadn't actually gimmicked it. But
also, where did you get the time to get that stuff off my bike?
Oh well, yeah. Sorry about that.
It was cool.
Had to be quick. Had to borrow a screwdriver. And so, the chrome's maybe a little bit buffed. So yeah, sorry. But
I think that's cool. We need to use it next episode.
Oh, definitely. Promo shot in a garage, I think. You're getting it fixed. Or, upgrade. Get something a bit more British. I mean, think about a Triumph or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Or maybe we can rent one of those small cars. What are they called?
Oh, don't. They're absolutely terrible.
A Cooper, right?
I thought you meant a Robin Reliant then.
A Mini Cooper. That's what we want. Yeah. You should break my Mini Cooper. Isn't that's a real way to heat, right?
Oh, yeah. I worried that everyone would be calling me Basil at that point. So yeah, let's put that on hold. But anyway, puts his hand out. Good match, guys. I'll see you all later at the bar. And Chester, we've got a card to work later. And so hand out. Yeah, I realised that you can't actually see that.
Yeah. So just as you walk away, Barry appears. He says, "You're not getting a Cooper. You can have a broken one, and that's as far as we can go with it. Okay."
Well, but I can work with that. That's okay. That's okay.
So don't expect to be driving it unless there's some moving scenery behind it. Okay.
Yeah, we can have the jobber run with the scenery in the back. You know.
I'm gonna have to pay for that table as well, and probably buy the beers for the Hooded Luchador for the rest of the night. You've already cost me a lot.
Oh, Northerners. Barry, it was worth it. The bump was good. The spot was good. It sets up brilliantly feud going on.
Look, I put a lot of trust in you lot, so don't let me down and don't cost me any more money this evening, okay?
Can I have a backstage segment with Trevor?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So we'll end the scene there, and we can go straight over to you doing a backstage scene. So is this backstage on camera or off camera?
Let's say off camera.
Okay, sure.
Because a lot of my stuff is sort of off camera. I'm like, how was that, man? Was that pretty good? What do you think? I know you're a vet. I'm kind of new, just a super fan coming in, doing this thing, and I thought the beer gimmick was good. What you think?
It's better than what I can do. I'm not much of an announcing. I'm not experienced yet in charisma-wise. I'm more of a mat wrestler type deal. So you did great on my
French thing going on, so I can understand it.
Yeah. Well, you did great in my opinion.
Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that, man. Because I'm a little worried because I know, you're the guy who is the guy helping out the big guy, the big papa, right? Him?
Yeah, I'm the one with Big Buddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I hope, I'm thinking maybe later you can introduce me. Maybe I can get an autograph or something. Is that going to be cool, man?
I'll talk to him. I mean, I don't know how busy he is, so I'll talk to him.
Okay, because that'd be super fun, man. Awesome. And that's going to trigger a move on me. Okay, so I roll with real to see our interactions, whether I get some momentum from that or whether I get treated badly backstage. Okay. So this is +1. Holy cow, that's boxcars.
Whoa.
So I will gain
2 momentum.
2 momentum. Made a good impression. Look at me. I'm awesome, man. You know it.
So you're guaranteed an invite to see Big Buddy.
Yeah, Trevor's a good guy, Mr. Larex, Larooks. All right, Larooks.
Nice. Okay, so things are getting ready.
It needs to go viral, after a role like that. Something needs to go viral from the luchador.
Yeah, well, maybe he can do a guest interview with Big Buddy later on.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, maybe we can set that up. Okay, so they're preparing for the next bout, which is Trevor. And it was booked to be Son of Glendower, so you're going to have to go straight back out again, I'm afraid. This match is for an opportunity to try and take the All-Star belt from Big Buddy in Wigan, right?
Okay.
If you win. So does anyone want to do an interview, cut a promo? Trevor, you maybe you'd like to do something? Maybe
Well,
maybe seen with Big Buddy hanging out, being like cool and like
probably
you
talking to
know.
Big Buddy strategy-wise, mostly because he's more the experienced veteran, so he's probably guiding me a bit in this situation.
Yeah, so so whenever Big Buddy's on screen and not in the heading towards the ring, shouting simple, he is generally wearing a crown and a kind of regal purple cape that's looks very small on him, and he's normally surrounded by like a luxuriant like medieval banquet. So he's normally holding like a large a ham or something, and just sort of waving it around and gesturing and drinking. He's normally got lots of big rings on and a goblet that he drinks out of.
I guess I'm kneeling down to make it even more essential here.
He does this kind of like grand kind of gesture, like, oh, stand up, like that. Good work out there, my boy. You really are coming on. Don't let me down in this upcoming match.
I won't, sir.
Is there anything you would like me to advise you on with my wise and experienced wrestling ways?
Now, my character is going to play with his ego a bit here more than anything else, because my character has some experience, but he's going to ask, how do I take down a big guy? This guy is strong. I mean, he double suplexed 2 people earlier.
You've just, in my experience, and when I was not such a big guy myself, big and powerful like myself, without giving too much of my own secrets away, speed, agility, and knees.
I think I get what you're saying, sir.
And he gives you a wink, and then gives a big slurp of his goblet.
I just start walking off, going towards, well, the ring, obviously, at this point.
Okay. Do you want to? I think maybe work the audience with appearing with Big Buddy.
Yeah, and just playing with his ego a bit too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I already have it set up for 2d6.
Yeah. So it's plus
got-
audience, which is 1, right?
Yeah, so I got an 8 total.
So yeah. So they basically, when you're talking to Big Buddy, they're like, Buddy.
Well, I am playing second fiddle, so it's kind of my job right now.
So you can kind of off the back of his popularity.
Yeah.
So you can pick one, gain a momentum.
That's pretty much the only one I believe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's quite simple. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. Cool. Son of Grindow, you're getting a lot of coverage time today. So is there anything you want to be
Well, I
do
know.
on or off screen?
I think the difficulty here is that I'm the only proper heel on the actual roster.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and the luchador, who's already hit you with a chair. So
yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, there is something I want to do. So luchador's backstage. Actually, we'll cut to the bar.
on screen or off screen?
On screen.
Did he hit that guy with the chair? He was fluid and awesome.
Yep. So luchador's there drinking up, and he's sitting there. Camera cuts to in front of him, and then he basically something bumps into the back of him.
Yeah.
It's literally stop, look up, and Son of Grindor is literally there, looming over him. And
Hey, no hard feelings, bud.
start saying something to him in Welsh.
Nice.
Okay. What did you say, man?
Gilbert will come up next to him and goes, "My friend doesn't like you."
That's too bad. Can I buy him a drink?
I don't like you either.
Well, I know you're kind of Druish, so it's okay, man.
Druish.
Tell you what, we Welsh are a very generous people. We are good to our friends, but to our enemies, less so. We're very generous. Start running. Now.
I run.
I was gonna say if it gets physical, I'll just show up because I'm going towards the ring anyway. So it would.
Well, I had the idea that the luchador would actually, my entrance to the ring would be chasing the luchador down to the ring.
Perfect.
That works too.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's do that.
Cartoon style and everything.
Yes.
It looks like we're coming directly into the action here, folks. Son of Glendare chasing the hooded luchador down to the ring. But I thought this was going to be a match between the Sun and Trevor LaRue.
I'll run up, jump on the apron, slide across the mat, run out the other side, run up the aisle, and get the heck out of there.
Okay, so you're running down the ramp. Trevor, do you want to make your entrance now, or as the hooded luchador runs up your ramp?
I'm gonna run straight at Son of I can't even pronounce the name. So I'll just say Son because it's a lot easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just run after him and try to clothesline him from behind if he's chasing the masked luchador.
Can I make a suggestion there?
Mm-hmm.
So when the luchador leads me round the ring and starts running back up, if you're doing your entrance at the time, literally we meet on the ramp and start the actual fight on the ramp itself.
I was thinking something like that, but I didn't know how we were gonna approach it. Basically.
Yeah. So as the luchador runs past, you run into Trevor, and Trevor sort of blocks the way, and then it sort of kicks off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, there's already a brawl here. When are we going to see some actual wrestling?
So I'm going to start with Trevor in control.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, first I think it's just a punch back and forth for a moment. After a while, I'll pretty much try to Irish whip him towards the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're still on the ramp, we kind of want the match to go in the ring in the sense here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm gonna run after him and try to clothesline him when he turns around because I'm doubting he's gonna run straight in the ring. So I think I'm just gonna go with that at first here.
Okay, so a straight wrestling move, or are you?
Well, a clothesline is normally a straight wrestling move, I believe.
Yeah. That's fine.
And I roll a 5. I have +2 on works, so that would be a 7.
7, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him control and get one momentum.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you come in, you clothesline me to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the rope, bounce up, and I'm literally up in a few seconds. And as you come in, I scoop you and I do a snap power slam. And the ring again shakes as we land right in the middle. So all the microphones underneath catch the bang as we come down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back up on my feet and I'm shouting abuse. Mm-hmm. And I'm literally just down on my knees and I'm going to start pounding on you and literally playing up the whole vicious heel angle. And
yeah,
I'm going to sell it. So
you're like shaking. Rainy
also
blows.
making noise on the ring. It's not going to be that hard because my character's not exactly small either.
So your selling it is more convincing than my actual attacks apparently. So have the momentum and take control.
Oh,
the guys don't like me at all tonight, do they?
Yeah.
That power slam was one of the made by one of the weaker backs I ever seen. So, well, it's not going to be difficult for Trevor LaRue to get back up, take control of this match because it looks like Son of Glendare took a beating last match.
So I gain a momentum because I steal it from you from your.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just making certain. Well, now we're in the ring. I'm guessing. I'm
Yep,
gonna probably arm drag into a just a fist lock.
Okay.
Oh no, so hang on. You get control, and the Sun gets momentum.
And no, he
I
failed.
botched.
Oh, you
Botched.
botched. Oh, sorry. I thought you said you got 7. Sorry, I didn't.
No, he
No.
botched.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
because it was a basic wrestling move. I got 5 rather than anything else, and even my momentum wasn't enough to put it over. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I missed that. Should be keeping more up more.
After that, I'm gonna just scream at the fence. This is what evil looks like. Pointing
Okay.
at the Sun
Yeah.
and flip him over into a non-bar right after.
Okay. So are you getting cheap heat with the audience there? Is that what you're trying to do, or are you just saying that and then doing your wrestling move?
I think it would be cheap heat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it would make sense. So that's another momentum, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just making certain I didn't misread the rules.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a fairly short exchange with the audience, so it's not quite working the audience, I don't think. But yeah, you can get cheap heat out of that, and then you're going to go for
Well, I'm pretty much showing that the heel is being taught the lessons in a sense too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So yeah, the crowd are like, yeah.
While holding him in a number, I'll like kick him a few times, like with my leg while holding him down.
Mm-hmm.
It would be looking like I'm hitting him in the neck, but it would be more on the chest.
Yeah. So he's on the ground in an arm bar, right? And you're just like
Yeah.
hitting him. Yeah.
Like I said, my character is more of a technical style wrestler,
Mhm.
even though, like, he has training. It's just he's not used to wrestling too much.
Mhm.
After that, he probably tries to lift me because you're a power guy, right?
yeah, I'm very much going to try and power out of this.
Okay, so he's gonna power his way out, lifting me, and I'm gonna try to flip him again into another armbar.
Mhm.
And I think I would need to roll for that because that's a
Yep.
bit of
Work.
a sequence.
Okay, unless it's a memorable sequence in which.
Either or, I have a 10 right now because I roll a 8, and my work is 2, and my heat is
Heat is
3.
2.
So
Okay, so 10 or 11. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, gain that point of heat, mate, up to 4.
Yeah. Gain the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was what I was thinking here since I got it.
Mhm.
And what else happens? I just regain control.
You retain control. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him control because I just got 2 turns in a row, and I'm not sure what to do at this point.
Yeah. So you can hand it over as and when you want to. That's fine.
Yeah, because I don't know his character well enough to make a good sequence here.
Okay, so I powered out once. I will try to power out again, and I get up again, and again you flip me over back into the same move, doing the same counter. I'm going to go for a third time. I tried to power out. I tried to power out. I tried to power out. You look like you're going to do the same thing again, and I literally just grabbed your heel and put a move on you myself. So
you're sort of doing a reversal.
yes, so I'm actually doing more technical this time rather than pure strength.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a memorable moment as well, I believe.
Yeah, so you can either work it with heat, or if you think this is kind of your little pre-arranged exchange with each other to try and sort of boost your profile a bit.
Yeah, I think this is something we've done several times over the actual shows that we've been involved with. This whole counter back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's something memorable. In my opinion, it's something memorable. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll roll heat for that.
Nice.
And that would be a memorable moment, or whatever it's called, I believe.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not doing mythic moments, by the way.
The promotion needs to have one upgrade before we can, I believe.
Yeah, I'm playing mythic moments cautiously, but I don't suppose they're.
This is shades of Ric Flair and the son of a plumber. This is beautiful, beautiful wrestling here. I can't describe it. Everybody needs to see this.
So you're going to gain 1 heat?
I'm actually going to gain the 2 momentum.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
So I've got him in a lock myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally going to keep on trying to apply it. He's going to crawl towards the ropes, using that ring knowledge that he has and showing his experience here. He's going to reach out, and literally as he's going to grab the rope to Gellert with his staff, is literally just going to slip the staff under the rope and pull it slightly actually away from him.
Oh, right, like hook it further away. Nice.
So I drag him back into the middle of the ring. Yeah. Release the actual move and just reach down and manually pick him up. So again, I'm picking him up purely by strength, tucking my arms around him, lifting him up, and belly to back suplex again. Going back to the power moves.
Nice.
So would you actually say that was power, or would you actually say that was more work?
I mean, suplex are normally work, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I would normally say they work, unless a big person, I guess.
It's 10 either way, so I'll gain the 2 momentum from it.
Okay, cool.
So he's lying there in the ring. He's lying there in the middle of the ring. I'll go over to him. I'll actually bend. I'll bend down to actually go and pick him up again and pass control back to him so he can counter as I bend down to him.
Okay.
Okay, so you're over me going for a series of punches?
No, I'm literally bending down to grab you.
Okay. Trying to think what I can do as a face in this situation.
A small package is the normal answer.
I think I'm just going to try to grab you with my legs and flip you over.
Okay.
I think, like not really a hurricanrana, but I think you know what I mean. It's
so you're doing a headstand and flip them down, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go over him and start just doing the punches a bit, obviously not potatoing you, but work punches on you.
I think Trevor LaRue has been studying Zack Sabre Jr., but that's a good role model, so let's go.
And I rolled double ones.
Okay.
I want to put you over on that.
All right.
Zack Sabre Jr., Shades of Zack Sabre Jr. and Trevor LaRue is bringing Son of Glendarin down.
Yeah, so it looks a bit wonky. It looks a bit like the Son of Glendower is having to help you out with the flip a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically jumping or something.
Yeah.
I didn't lock my legs good enough. I'm gonna retain control though this time.
Okay.
Because do you say something, sir?
No, I was about to say something and realized I was about to say something wrong. So carry on.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay, so just to let you know, Trevor is booked to win this match.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're getting the cue to finish the match then.
So yeah, you're going to work towards your finisher. So you can describe that and then roll for your finisher. And obviously, as a heel, you have your heel options if you want to do that.
Yes.
He already used his heel action this show though. Isn't it once per show?
No, it's as many times as I have
momentum. So.
Okay, sorry, that's something I misunderstood. My apologies.
No, so the only thing that you can't do is work. If you botch on a work the audience, you can't work the audience again that session.
Okay. Okay. No, I just misunderstood that part of the rule.
Yeah.
Do you want to use your heal move before I go?
I would have to interrupt to be able to do that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, so it's an interrupt, and then so you can either kind of slip out of the finisher, and then turn it round, or reverse it, or whatever. And kind of...
I am intended to use my heal move. I will spend the momentum.
Okay. So do you want to? So you narrate your finisher. Roll for the finisher.
Can I just interrupt just one? I'm sorry, technical rules thing.
Yeah.
Technically, the way that Nathan has explained it, when you do the heal move, the reason it costs 2 is because you're actually spending for the interrupt in it as well. So it only costs you 2.
It only costs you 2. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't see it taken through.
Okay. So what happens is describe your finisher.
So describe your finisher. You roll for your finisher, and then obviously that you get to then do your heal move to kind of reverse it.
So I roll my finisher either way?
You still roll the finisher, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for him to get up because my finisher's a standing. And once he gets up, I'll kick him in the gut, put him in a suplex position to lift him.
Mm-hmm.
And go for a pile driver position. Because my finisher is a suplex pile driver. Wow. And I'm guessing somewhere there he's going to reverse it, so...
Well, no, you land your finisher, but unfortunately, while you're getting me in position, Gilbert jumps up on the ring apron and outside of
okay, so it's
your
manager.
Distracting the ref.
So, you can roll your finisher. Which is you've got on each wrestler's gimmicks has their own finisher.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll first here. So I got a 7.
So you can spend your momentum that you've got there to put it over.
Yeah, I want to check what. Okay, it would give me a.
So you can spend. So you spend.
Oh, both
3.
of us gains an audience with my finisher.
Sorry.
Both me and my opponent would gain an audience if I actually do it. So I'll use the 3 momentum to do it, because it actually gives on a 10+. You hit your finishers clean. Yeah. You and your opponent each gain +1 audience.
Okay, so
I'll go with that.
Yeah. So you do your perfect finisher. You're going to still do your heel move then, yeah?
Yes, I do my heel move. My manager is distracting the ref.
Yeah. And he's trying to usher him out of the ring. He's like pointing at the hook and telling him he's already been causing trouble for that. Yeah.
So and all the time Trevor's there. He's actually pinning me.
Yeah.
He's looking around trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
And the disciplinary action connecting. And this has to be a 3 count. But what? Get that druid out of there.
Anyone outside of the ring want to do anything? Otherwise, yeah. So I assume you kick free from the.
Well, I'm assuming that Trevor actually gets up and goes over to the ref and literally taps him on the shoulder and goes to point at him. But by the time he's actually turned around to point at me, I'm up again and I'm over and I spear him to the ground.
Okay, and you're going to do a win the match, override the creative booking.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Okay, so that's what happens.
What a dastardly move! The disciplinary action would clearly have led to a 3 count if it wasn't for the interruption by the druid, and now he's the son of Glendarren spears Trevor LaRue, the gatekeeper. Now. Where is this going? This is I don't know what to say, folks.
Okay, so as the boos rain down upon you from your terrible cheating, then they turn into cheers as a spotlight appears at the end of one of the ramps, and Big Buddy appears at the end of the ramp, and everyone's going simple, 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 and he's got a mic, and he's like, "Son of Glendower, you have cheated your way to victory, but no doubt next week we'll face each other and I will show you true defeat. And they're like, simple.
A mic will be passed to Gilbert.
Yeah.
You want to see true defeat? Let me show you true defeat. And Son of Glendower is going to start wailing on Trevor, literally pounding him. I'm using my heel move at this point to basically make it look like I'm roughing him up and basically just pounding him into the mat.
Okay, so Big Buddy runs down. He throws his cape and his crown off, and he runs in to rescue Trevor, and he pounds on you and forces you back, and kind of rescues Trevor, and pulls him out of the ring.
Finally, the champion brings some order to this rumble.
My heel move was actually to gain 1 heat with Trevor.
Oh, so you're going to spend another 2 momentum?
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Beating him up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So that puts me on 4 with Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. So Big Buddy, just you know that you better not like mix it up with Big Buddy and make him look bad, because you'll be booked out into oblivion otherwise. So he like makes it look really like he just absolutely like. So he lifts you up. He does a few punches and he belly busts you at. Towards the rope, and then clotheslines you down, and drags Trevor out. Starts trying to drag Trevor out of the ring.
Sorry, I was going to say, rather than Big Buddy actually throw me out of the ring, can I scamper out of the ring and? Yeah,
he's taking Trevor. So he kind of knocks you down, and like you decide to scamper out of the bottom rope.
It makes more sense to leave the top face in the thing holding the ring rather than having the villain there at the end of the match.
Yeah. So he picks Trevor up, puts an arm around him, and he's like, simple, and all the crowd are like chanting his name. So
I'm gonna be selling my ribs like I can barely breathe because of the spear. Because the spear was out of nowhere for me.
Yeah. So you weren't even expecting it, right? So
no, because I was trying to get the ref to pay attention to the match, and I get speared for it.
Yeah. So it looks like
101.
Looks like we're going to have a belt match next time in Wigan next week with Son of Glendower and Big Buddy. That should be an interesting matchup. I think Son of Glendower's bitten off more than he can chew there.
Yeah, but I hope the enforcer is gonna be at ringside, because that druid, he has some tricks up his sleeve, and the Son of Glendower is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, but Trevor's got a serious beef with Son of Glendower. It's going to be interesting. I hope it doesn't spill over into the aisles and cause some more property damage like the last matchup.
You know what? I think they're going to bring the house down. So be sure to tune in next week, folks.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Does anyone want to do anything like before we end the episode, or?
Well, I think we should settle the ending of the match for the audience and all that, right?
Yeah. So from a mechanical point of view, you both gain an audience.
So we're both at 3.
We need to have the hooded luchador meet the Big Buddy.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Because he is the super ultra fan.
Yeah, so we'll finish the show with with Big Buddy kind of strolling back into his feasting room and quickly putting his cape and crown back on.
Yeah, and in the background, Chester Talbot is licking his wounds, looking very envious at the belt.
Yeah, the belt. Yeah, it's hanging off the throne.
I'm actually going to be behind Buddy. I'm not going to say anything. It's just I'm acting as his bodyguard.
Yeah.
Type deal. So I'm probably still selling my ribs, mind you, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'm all excited to get back here with Buddy. Real cool, very cool to be here with him. So I take out this big old autograph book, and I'll put it down in front of him for him to sign.
Yeah, like a comedically large one, right?
Oh, of course, it's hilarious.
Yeah, and he signs it with his massive.
And it's at that point that I pull the chair out and I give it to him across the back of his head. He'll move, drop him down.
Ooh.
That's from Son of Glendower. We worked that whole thing out. There you go. We'll see you next week.
I'm actually gonna tag the luchador, not really attack him, but kayfabe attack him in a sense, because my job.
Yeah, so should we end it with you leaping across the table at Luchador as he looks like?
Yeah.
Perfect. My beer.
Roll credits. Lovely.
Awesome.